Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us again for another indie-friendly conversation. And this is a very special conversation that we're going to have today with none other than the Scoutmaster, the former Scoutmaster of Troop 1221, and also the founder, Mr. Elray McKinney. Say hello to the people, Mr. McKinney.
Good afternoon. How you do? Welcome all y'all to the broadcast.
Yes, sir. So this is a very special moment right now, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you all who don't know this man, he is the founder of 1221, which was a Boy Scout of America troop that was within the Hiram Clarke area in Houston, Texas. And how many Eagle Scouts did we end up having?
25.
25 Eagle Scouts under his leadership was able to matriculate through the Boy Scout of America program and curriculum and achieve the highest rank in scouting, Eagle Scout. But beyond that, he's been able to influence the lives of many young men and women for decades. And that's what we're going to talk about. So first of all, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's a good day. Real good day.
It's a good day. All right. So we just want to get into a little bit of your background. Where did you grow up? And what was your life like as a young man?
Well, I grew up in Marque, Texas, a small town outside of Houston, maybe 45 minutes outside of Houston. That's where I grew up at. I went to school there, finished school there, and then later moved to Houston, to Tennessee University of Houston. And the reason I wound up in Houston.
Okay. University of Houston. What high school did you graduate from?
Marque High.
Marque High.
Yes.
Okay. And what were you involved in high school? Any activities, sports?
I was in the band.
In the band?
Yes.
What instrument?
I played country bass clarinet.
Contrabass clarinet. You know what? If you was able to take that instrument and say, hey, Orchestra of Houston, I can play the contrabass clarinet, you get paid a lot of money.
Well, I did play with the Houston Orchestra. We did play one year with the Houston Orchestra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a chance to play with them one time and play with the World Hemisphere.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got a musical background. Did you pursue music after high school?
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay. Did you do any sports or anything?
No sports.
No sports. Okay. And what year did you graduate?
1968.
1968.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what was going on in that time in 1968?
Well, really, the Vietnam War was going on. Very strong. Matter of fact, I lost the first cousin my senior year in high school to the Vietnam War. So that's one reason I decided it wasn't a place for me. It made me go to college instead.
Yeah.
You know, and then I left that finished high school, went to College of the Mainland. And I was the second class at the College of the Mainland. You know, we were very second class.
Okay.
Yeah.
College of the Mainland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And what was your major in college?
I was in business.
Business. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the 60s, I hear about it all the time, and the 70s. We had more fathers in the home teaching boys how to do things that you all taught us in scouting, such as camping, how to start a fire, how to tie knots and stuff like that. So were you involved in scouting?
Oh, yeah, I was very involved in scouting. I started in the Cub Scouts when I was in third grade. And I stayed there until I got to be 19 years old, until I got the Explorer. And after that, you know, I went on to college, and after college, I decided I was trying to move on to something else. Yes.
Okay. So they had the Eagle Scout rank back then as well, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So what prevented you from going to the Eagle rank?
Mainly was not knowing enough people. We needed 3 letters back then. And I did get 1 letter to go towards Eagle. And I guess didn't go out and try to pursue the other 2 letters, because that's all I needed was 3 letters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you all who don't know, there's a process in becoming an Eagle Scout where you have to have letters of recommendation, 3 letters from 3 Eagle Scouts. And so back then, I guess it wasn't that many Eagle Scouts walking around?
Well, our troop, matter of fact, the troop I was in, we had 4 Eagle Scouts, matter of fact. Yeah, we had 4 of them.
Okay.
One of them, matter of fact, one left and went to Morehouse that I know of. Another one went to Texas A&M. The other 2, I can't remember where they went to, but I know we had 4 Eagle Scouts came out in 70, they came out in 74.
74.
Yeah.
74.
So they left before I got into the Boy Scouts. I was in the Cub Scouts at the time.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So after you leave Boy Scouts, you're 19, and so you go to college, U of H.
Yes.
Major in business. You graduated from U of H?
Oh, yes. I graduated.
All right. And then so what were you pursuing after college?
Mainly just working.
Okay.
Just trying to work and to raise a family.
All right. All right. And so what made you then say, all right, now I want to be a Scoutmaster? And how did you start Troop 1221?
Well, that started off because my son wanted to be in the Scouts, and he was in the Cub Scouts. He's in Bel Air. And the first year I was there, I looked around for a Scout troop, and there was not one in Hiram Clarke at all. So I just waited another year. I came back, I looked again. There still wasn't no troop there in Hiram Clarke. So I said, asked me would I do it. So I told him, yeah, I would. And we had about 40 boys from Montgomery Elementary that had signed up for scouting, but they did not have a troop to go to. So they told me if I would volunteer to work with the kids, that they would help me. So I showed up at St. Benedict one night, 40 boys. The promise didn't come through, nobody showed up. So I'm sitting there with 40 boys and not know what to do with them. So I said, well, I can't let the kids down. So since I've been in scouting, I decided to get involved. So especially because my son was there. So I got involved with those kids and we started the troop at that point.
So was it the district office that asked you to step in? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
And was it still W.L. Davis?
It was W.L. Davis, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you got 40 boys.
Yeah.
And these are all Cub Scouts
in
elementary school.
Yeah.
So what did y'all do the first night?
First night, I had to go prove back my experience of what I had learned when I was in Cub Scouting.
Okay.
You know, to get the kids interested.
Okay.
But we got started and I had some boys that were very smart kids that really wanted to do something and they really went to work. You know, and I worked with the kids for about maybe a month and I decided that, well, it's a little bit too much for me. So I called some of the parents together one day on Saturday. And we met at St. Benedict and I explained to them what we needed to do, what I needed from them and how this was going to work. And I gave it to them and I walked out.
So you started delegating real early. You know?
Very early. And I guess our troop really got involved because of good parents I had. And, you know, I had very good parents that was accountants, nurses, professors at Texas Southern. So really I had a gold mine in my hand, you know. So we went to work and they worked on their end and I worked on mine. And then I started going out and getting volunteers to work as leaders and they came along and they did real well with the kids.
And what year is this, that first meeting?
Ooh, I don't remember that. That's too far back.
In the 80s?
Yes. See, 77. You had to be 80, right? 80, 81.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, you remember? Yeah.
Well, I'm going on first age.
Yeah.
You know.
So by 81?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the troop? So it was just a Cub Scout.
We started out with Cub Scouts.
And that was 4221.
Yeah, no, 4221, yes.
4221.
Yeah.
Okay. And so how did you end up getting Boy Scouts? Did you just wait for them to graduate on up?
They aged up.
Okay.
Yeah, they aged up, you know, and Right about that time, I think I had, with the Cub Scouts, I had about 4 leaders with the Cub Scouts, and Mr. Lattimore came along. He was my brother-in-law, so I asked him, would he be the Scoutmaster? And he said, yeah. So I was able to raise him with the boys.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
He knew nothing about scouting at all.
Right, right. Okay. So let's talk about Mr. Lattimore, Mr. Richard Lattimore. Shout out to you, Mr. Lattimore. So he was your brother-in-law.
Yes.
Okay. And you needed some help when they moved on to Boy Scouts.
Right,
And he stepped right in. So talk about how you had to teach him about scouting, because he knew nothing about scouting.
He knew nothing about scouting.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he didn't really be able to say it like this. He didn't know how to even use a hammer.
Oh, man.
He didn't know what a wrench was.
Oh, come on.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
no,
man.
It was able to teach him along with the boys, which I enjoyed because he was eager to learn.
Okay.
He was eager to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had a few other came along and helped him down the line because his job took him off for a while. And I brought in other people that came in and helped out, to keep it going.
Okay, so by the time I got there, we joined in, I want to say maybe 93 or 94, somewhere around there. I started in Cub Scouts. I started off as a bear.
Yeah.
As a bear. So, but by that time I came, it was already rocking and rolling.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. By the time you came along, I think at that time, between the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts, I think I had 120 kids, which they say was one of the largest units in the black unit they'd ever seen.
Wow, that is a lot.
Yeah.
120.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, we had 120 kids by the time you came along.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't understand how significant that is, when you competing with extracurricular activities at school, like band and football and basketball, and you are trying to get your child to scouting on a Friday night, it's not easy to do. So talk a little bit about who were some of your early parents that stayed with you from the beginning on up. And some parents would even stay after their children had got their ego in.
Yes. Miss St. Luce, I think she was a bear leader, one of the dinner leaders. I forget some of the other guys that came along. I had a few guys came in here. Then some of my major people were like Mr. Jones. He was our first chairman, that I put together. And then we had people like Mr. Neely. And he told me, he said, I can't be here on a daily basis because of my job. He was a professor from Texas Southern. But whenever he came through, I was happy, and everybody else was happy. But he always had a handful of checks. Yeah. So, I mean, that's how we got financed.
Oh, okay.
His help was really, very important.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But Mr. Neely was there. Miss Perkins, which also a professor from Texas Southern.
Miss Perkins.
Yeah, you remember her?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
she came out very first chairman, advancement chairman, I should say. As a matter of fact, she wanted to become the district chairman. Yes, she did. Yeah. She was very helpful in the unit, getting the unit really going.
Yes.
And like I said, I had some very smart kids. Brother Jones, I give a shout out to him because he was able to help me go out to other units. We spoke to other units, and he normally did the speaking. In presentation we had at different places. So he did most of that. But we became very involved in the district because we were called upon to do different flag ceremonies for different organizations, and help with the matter of fact, we did the Thanksgiving parade one year. So we got really involved. The troop became very well known.
Yes, it did. It did. And just to talk a little more about Miss Perkins. Now, I remember for an Eagle Scout ceremony, or maybe it was the Blue and Gold banquet or something, you all recognized her with some award. And you said that you knew how to get them all the way up to life.
Up to life.
But when it came to Eagle,
I didn't know how to get them over there home.
Yeah, and she came and assisted you in doing it. And,
yes, she did.
And I remember Miss Perkins also used to take time out of her busy schedule, and she was a professor.
Yeah.
And she used to meet us at the library to teach us merit badges like citizenship in the nation, citizenship in the world. And I mean, when you think about the efforts that the parents, and her son had already
he had already got
his Eagle Scout.
Yeah, he had already got his Eagle.
And she was still involved.
Yes, he was still involved. She was involved until the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
And that's amazing. That's amazing. So shout out to the Perkins family. Thank you all for allowing us to share your mother. That was invaluable service that she provided.
Oh yeah, she was very good at what she did, and she was very helpful in getting us through those rough times.
Yeah.
Not knowing how to get over the hump.
Mm-hmm.
She knew how to get you there.
Right.
She pushed it.
And I remember some of the other ones. Remember Mr. Cisneros?
Yes, he was what? The Wolf.
He was the Wolves.
Yeah, different den leader.
And of course, Miss D. Wallace.
Miss Wallace was the Cub Scout, Scoutmaster.
Master.
And then we had a guy for her. What was his name? He was an ex-army man. He came in and became my Scoutmaster, my Cub Master.
Mm-hmm.
He was ex-army. He really worked with the kids.
And then we had Miss Marilyn Smith.
Marilyn worked with the Weeplows. Yes.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, of course, it's Boy Scouts that we're talking about, but we had women involved, women in leadership positions, some women that were parents of the boys that were in the troop, but we had women that was the Cub Master, the Webelow leader that was really helping us to earn our merit badges and matriculate on up through all the way to Eagle. I mean, and you'll find, I remember when we would go to summer camp and stuff like that, you would have women in real high positions running everything.
Oh yes. If you get into the scouting, you ran across some very, very good women that was in Boy Scouts.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I know, like Miss Smith, she's still an outdoors person today. She's still living in Louisiana, growing food. I be seeing you, Miss Smith, doing your thing, fishing and all of that. I mean, she could do much more than all of us.
I remember going fishing with her down at St. Louis Pass. Not St. Louis Pass, Rollover Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Just up all night long, catch up fish. Fish would get up fish out of the water, clean it, put it in the grease.
Yeah.
She loved her fish.
Oh yeah.
Yes. But come Sunday, her pole got put up. She did not fish on Sundays.
I know that's right. Yeah.
Yes. But we had some very good people came along and scouted.
Yeah.
Well, what really gets the good part about it, that for Black units, for a Black neighborhood, we became very, I guess we're gonna say popular in the sense that scouting got very big. Because we had about, I think that I was district commission for a while, and I think I wound up with 30-something troops in the district.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So W.L. Davis was very good, very large.
Yeah.
So
it definitely was.
Mm-hmm.
And there were churches that were involved. So 1221, and correct me if I'm wrong, although we met at St. Benedict's, we were not directly sponsored by them.
Oh, no.
Right.
St. Benedict did not sponsor us. They gave us a place to meet.
Right.
And that's the main thing. As a matter of fact, we was able to help them because we gave them money every year, just for the reason for us being able to meet there.
Right.
Because they did not have to do that, but they did.
Right.
But we went up and under their name as the units. So we first started off at Montgomery Elementary.
Mm-hmm.
So then we went on to St. Benedict.
Right. And We had Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince.
He
Mr.
was
Byron
there.
Prince.
Yes, Mr. Prince. God, I wish I would have missed some of remember some of the other guys that was there.
Mr. Prince with them, Mr. Kirksey.
Mr. Kirksey was
Mr. Kirksey.
he was very good help. You know, he was very good. He lent his help when he needed it. We needed it.
Yeah.
You know? And those type of people they was in the background.
Yeah, Mr. Williams, Aaron's dad.
Mr. Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was there.
Yeah.
Yep. There's some very good people came along.
It really was.
Yeah.
And we were like a family, really.
Well, we was a family.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Not like a family. I should correct my. We are a family still,
Yeah.
even though we hadn't had a reunion. And man, it's been 20 plus years since we've all been together.
Oh yes. It's been a long time, y'all. Little kids, y'all. I had y'all little kids.
Yeah.
Now y'all grown men with your own families.
Yeah.
You know,
We definitely have our own families.
Yeah.
But talk about your matriculation as a leader. I know you have some awards here.
Yeah.
You got some positions as you
Well,
were a leader in scouting at the district level.
Yes. Well, most people don't understand is that leaders, we spend more time as leaders going through training than y'all think of. We spend many days, many weekends, many weeks of going through training just to be able to give y'all the program.
Mm.
You know, I earned the Silver Beaver, which is the highest award you can get as a volunteer. You know, I got that Silver Beaver, so that's the highest award.
Yeah,
That's the highest one. Okay.
Silver Beaver.
Yeah, the Silver Beaver Award.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I was a commissioner, so I earned the Distinguished Commissioner Award.
Distinguished Commissioner.
Yeah, I was commissioned for W.F. Davis for a year.
Okay.
And then we had to go through training with our woodbat training. All right. Yeah. So we had to go through our training. And that's just the same as being we had to act as the kids did. We had our own patrol. Mm-hmm. You know, so we did patrol thing. We went through different courses we had to go through and training. Mm-hmm. So, but people didn't realize we were in much training as a adult, just be able to train the boys the program. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I worked as a yeah, we got more, y'all. Yeah. Audit hour, which is a secret thing about us. Audit hour, and then our assistant district commission. Let me hold it up for you. Assistant district commissioner. Yeah. Okay. And this is the that was what? As a training team. W.L. Davis district training team. Yeah. This is the Order of the Arrow. Also, you were the chapter advisor for the Order of the Arrow. Yeah, I was over the Order of the Arrow. Oh, wow. One time. Matter of fact, I say I was over the Order of the Arrow, district commission. I did the training. I was in the training. I had a training team. I did that. So like I say, we was always busy. Yeah, yeah. And I like how you still got all your awards. Oh, yeah. So this is the unit commissioner? Unit commissioner, yeah. All right, unit commissioner. And then I came district commissioner. Yeah. Okay, and I used to see these knots. What does this knot mean? Right? I don't know what these knots mean anymore because they were given to us for different things, you know. So I don't remember which one was for no more. Okay. I just kept them. You know, training, like I said, I did the training. I was on training team. It was a training team, really. Yeah, these are the knots I'm talking about. Yeah. Sometimes you'll see Scoutmasters. Yeah, I got a bunch of those. Yes, I got a bunch of those. But they don't remember just did what I need to do. Yeah. Did what I need to do. Yeah, and this is just a few. I know you have plaques and, and all kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah, I have plaques, district water mirror. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And like we were saying, ladies and gentlemen, it was a team effort, a family effort, because
when you signed your boy up for scouting, you know, the parents were asked to be involved. Sometimes you would have some parents that would help to drive the boys down to the campsite, bring equipment, pull the trailer that we needed. We used to park the trailer at Mr. Kirksey's house, right? Yeah.
For the Mr. Kirksey house.
Yeah.
Yes,
So, I mean, we really leaned and depended on each other in Troop 1221. And now, do you have any of the troop awards that we won?
All of those, they may still be there, you know. But we all left all of those at St. Benedict.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, they got to come up out for that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, what?
Yeah, we left them at St. Benedict. Didn't have nowhere else to take them, you know.
That was a lot of awards.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh, yes. They the St. Benedict displayed there.
Wow. I wonder if they still display.
I wondered too. There's been years I've been over that direction.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
we have to check into that.
Yeah.
Because we won everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we was first place in everything, but we had 3 patrols. We had we had 2 patrols, or maybe 3. No, 3.
Yeah.
We had the Flaming Arrows, the Wolverines, and the
one that made y'all change y'all name to Red Devils.
Oh, that's before my time.
No, you know about them. They make them change their name.
And the Bobcats.
Yeah,
we had the Bobcats. Yeah.
No, they had the Red Devils, but parents said no way.
Oh, I know that's right. I know that's right. So that must have been changed to the Bobcats.
Yeah. That was before y'all time.
Yeah. But when we would compete in things like first aid, how to administer first aid in emergency situations. And since we had 3 patrols competing in most of these competitions, we would get first, second, third. And a lot of these competitions, whether it was at the camporee.
Yeah.
I remember when I was on the Flaming Arrows, I think, and this was my first camping trip as a patrol leader, Flaming Arrows, and we got first place at the camporee, the district camporee.
Well, main reason, because most of the people in the district did not have Boy Scout experience. Only had one guy by the name of Daniel Gilbert, that had a Troop 12, was Troop 991. That he was the Eagle Scout when he was growing up. So that was the only competition I really had. You know, because he was Eagle Scout from a kid. So his unit was very competitive. You know, but beyond that, the rest of the troops they never had scouting experience. You know, so they were really learning, you know, as they went along.
Now they got swollen numbers. I remember when like 601 at New Faith, 686 at Lily Grove,
500 at Brentwood, Brentwood,
and 242. Where were they from?
That was 242 Willard Avenue.
Okay, now they were really big.
Oh yeah, they
were strong.
Yeah, they were one of the oldest troops in the district. Yeah.
And then when we used to go to summer camp, a lot of times we'd be the only Black troop there.
Well, I did that on purpose because I want y'all to be able to get the experience of scouting. You know, and then for other people to see us, because I had one kid, believe it or not, we had an audit hour conference up in Camp Rockwell. And somebody, my boys were with us, and one of the little white kids said, I never seen 3 Black Eagle Scouts before in my life.
Wow.
You know, and that was really made you feel good.
Yeah.
But then them to be able to say, what, 3 Black Eagle Scouts?
Yeah.
To be able to see that.
Yeah.
But we had it. We were able to do it.
Yeah. In total, 25.
Yeah,
right?
25 in the end by the time we shut it down.
25.
Yes.
Oh man, that's amazing. And when you are an Eagle Scout, ladies and gentlemen, you get letters from all over. You get letters from the state legislator, even the president. You get certificates, of course, from the Boy Scouts of America, but your local leaders congratulate you and reach out to you. And I mean, your mailbox gets flooded with congratulations and all of that. And it's really a big deal. I would liken it to like a high school graduation, but this is more so graduating from being a young man to a full-grown man. So Cub Scouts, you a boy. Boy Scouts, you're a young man, and then after you get out of there with your Eagle, you're supposed to be a full-grown man.
Yeah. Oh, yes. It's a privilege to become an Eagle Scout. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
It really is a privilege, you know. It's almost as good as graduating from high school.
Right.
You accomplished something.
Right, right. And it's a big deal. And so I brought my uniform just to show you all kind of what we would have looked like. So this is my uniform I used to wear. This is my merit badge, sash. I didn't have as many as some people.
21 you required, though.
Oh, yeah, 21. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 25. Okay. So I got more than required. All right. And this is the actual Eagle Scout. This is the pin. If I'm not in uniform, I will wear this. I just have it on here. But this is the patch as well. Let me bring it a little closer. The Eagle Scout pin, the Eagle Scout patch. And now this at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it clearly, is the arrow of light. So this is the highest award that you can achieve in Cub Scouting, and it's the only award that you can carry over to your Boy Scout uniform. But actually, this green uniform is not the standard Boy Scout uniform.
This is Explorer uniform.
This is an Explorer uniform, and it says Venturing BSA. So in addition to 4221 and 1221. We had the Explorer post
9221.
9221. So, and we had a lot of, and this is the Order of the Arrow, which is an organization within Scouting. You know,
it's a brotherhood within
Scouting. It's a brotherhood within Scouting.
Yes.
So it's a privilege to have been a part of Scouting and learning some of the things that we did, because a lot of us, we didn't have fathers in the home to teach us how to start a fire.
I guess I remember most about you. Very first cabin trip, it started raining, and I look up out there, and there you are under a tree with an umbrella. And what do he think he is? Number one, what are you doing with an umbrella out here on a camping trip? There you are, a young man standing up under a tree with an umbrella.
With an umbrella.
I said, if I had a job, I know I had a job at that point. To make a man out.
That's what
I never remember. I never forget that.
Oh man. Yeah.
Man, that was the biggest thing I ever seen.
Standing under the tree with an umbrella. Yeah, I didn't want to get wet. But see, I didn't like camping. I never liked it. Well, in my younger age, I'm like, oh man, we gotta go camping. But when we got into Boy Scouts and going to those summer camps, now those were fun. And you actually find yourself kind of sad when you're leaving, you know, and coming home. But the camping trips, what were some of your favorite camping trips?
Oh my God. I think I remember one. I don't know, that was before your time. We was up at Camp Caracua. And it was cold. We knew it was cold. We went up there, it was cold during the winter. And it was so funny that the boys, they went out to do their activities that day. And Mr. Kid Lattimore and another guy, we sit around the campfire. And we built the fire as high as we can get it. And we had to take some ground meat out that day to be able to do our lunch. By noon, ground meat had never unfrozen, it was still frozen.
Oh, man.
That's how cold it was. But then we finally got the food cooked, sit around the fire. I set my can of soda on the ground. When I picked it up, it was frozen.
Wow.
So at that point, I decided, okay, it's time for us to pack up and go.
Yeah.
And we packed up, we left. One of the fathers, I passed him on the road because he would come and get his son.
Yeah.
But by the time we got down that highway, it was sleeping so bad we couldn't even see.
Wow.
That's how bad it was.
Wow.
You know. So
Wow.
we have did some things. And then I think, I don't know, after you, no, you went to River Camp, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, I think because we leave River Camp, they told us, okay, let's pack this stuff, get across this river, because the river's gonna rise. And we left out of River Camp. And before we can get the halfway down the road, the river had already come through and cut the road in half.
Oh, okay. No, well then that was probably before my time then.
No, I think it was after your time.
Probably after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But we've been through some things.
Now, one of my fondest memories was when we had the family camping trip at Goose Island State Park.
Oh, I didn't go on that one.
Oh,
Mr. Lamo took you out on that one.
But man, we caught so much fish. My mom went out there that time, and man, Miss Smith caught so much fish.
Yes, I remember.
Miss Stagg was out there.
Yes, I heard about it.
Oh,
I didn't make that trip. Mr. Lamo took you out on that one.
Oh, but that was fun.
Y'all caught too many illegal fish.
Oh man, we caught a lot of fish.
Yeah, y'all taking all those fucking Charleston. They was all illegal.
Yeah, the game warden must have let us make it that day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard about that trip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun time.
Yeah.
Those camping trips.
That was a family's camping trip.
Yeah.
Goose Island.
Goose Island State Park. So talk about how does it make you feel to be able to impact the lives of young men? And now you see that we grown, we have our own families.
Well, I like for some reason I've seen some of you have really went on to make your life better. When I'm saying that, some of the, like one of the, I know is a professor. I know a couple of my school teachers. Got the one that's an actor that does drama plays. So watching each person have did some of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
People that's got their degrees. Most of the kids went on to get their college degrees.
Right.
And to watch that and see that happen really makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And, see them do it over their lives.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have went on to do some great things. And,
yes.
And the most proud I am is just that in a community such as Hiram Clarke, where a lot of people would look over that and never would think that you have all these Eagle Scouts coming out of that area.
Yeah.
We were able to do something that was unthinkable.
Oh, yeah. But now when y'all are able to get Eagle Scout, with the things y'all did in the neighborhood.
In the neighborhood as well.
Because we just go out and do the food drive.
Mm-hmm.
And we go out on a Saturday. And we could fill up just a food drive on one Saturday. We would be able to fill 35 boxes of food to give away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the neighborhood came, they responded.
Right.
They responded.
Right.
And especially when you look at a Black neighborhood responding this way, the kids doing well, the neighborhood doing well. That says a whole lot for us.
It does.
It says a whole lot for us.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to look at it being black and white.
Right.
But more people put Black neighborhoods down, Black kids down. But when I can put together 100-some kids in one neighborhood just for scouting, that's saying a whole lot.
A whole lot.
That's saying a whole lot. And that's just my unit. That wasn't counting the other units in the neighborhood. Remember, we had Brentwood.
Yeah.
We had New Faith.
Yeah.
You know, they was right in the neighborhood also.
And they had Eagle Scouts as well. They did.
Oh, yes.
It wasn't just us, y'all. No. We had Eagle Scouts that came from the troop at New Faith, at Brentwood, at Wheeler Avenue.
Yeah, St. James, the Sister Church. Yeah. So Lily Grove. Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
but the difference with us is that we weren't sponsored by a church. So all of our funds, we had to raise them ourselves.
We raised ourselves.
We didn't have nobody just saying, okay, y'all with us, so here you go.
No.
We had to raise money. We
were self-supporting.
Right.
That's the way I put it all the time.
Right.
We were really self-supporters. Right. You know, which was good.
Right.
You know, because that means that our parents did not neglect our kids.
Right.
They made sure our kids had what they needed. I never put a troop together that did not have full uniform. Whenever we traveled in full uniform.
Class A
uniform. Yeah. We didn't have no jeans and t-shirts and all of that. No, we looked good.
We did.
Yeah.
We looked real good. Yeah. Class A with the Boy Scout pants.
Yes. You know, not no jeans.
No.
Not no cutoff. No. We came in full Class A uniform.
That's right.
You know, wherever we went, you know. And then it made it make me feel good because y'all didn't see it. Because I was in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched other people that we stopped along the highway, and they would stop and turn. Look at these black kids. Look at them. They dress well. They're acting well. You know, and I could see that. You know, hey, my chest went out. You know, because we had some real good kids.
Right.
You know, I didn't have no trouble about no kids at all. You know,
at all?
No. Well, I just had one.
You can think of one or two.
Why just do one?
I caused a couple problems sometimes.
Not
really.
Y'all wasn't no problem. Y'all was just teenagers.
Right.
Yeah, right. Teenagers. No, I had one little kid that tried to just get out of line, but I kind of put him back in place real quick.
Yeah.
You know, because my rule was, you know, I would tell the parents up front, when they leave here, going to summer camp, they my kids, not yours no more.
Right.
And that's the way I treated y'all. Right. I treated you as mine, you know. So I didn't allow you to get out of hand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, I mean, y'all did some things that boys do. You know,
yeah, we did some stuff.
You know, and a lot of it behind my back.
Yeah.
We did you think I didn't know, but you know, but a lot of stuff I did know. You know. So.
Yeah, and Mr. Lattimore, he put up with a whole lot as well. Because the days you wouldn't be there, he would be there.
Yeah.
And he had to deal with a lot. And I mean, did you ever get tired? Like never?
No.
I need to ask that question to Mr. Lattimore too. Did you ever get tired, Mr. Lattimore? Because I know we was a handful at that time.
Well, for him, it was an experience for a simple reason. He didn't have no kids.
Right.
He had no kids. Right. You know, so he hadn't been giving his time to boys, you know. Well, I guess that was a pleasure to him.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you could tell because he would wrestle with us.
Because he didn't have no kids to raise. He never raised no child. Yeah. He raised y'all as his kids.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But that's about it.
Yeah. And we appreciate him for all the time that he did take out with us. Because I mean, we would do things beyond scouting with Mr. Lattimore. He started a basketball team with us one time.
Oh yeah, he used to play basketball with Mr. Harrison, which was the commissioner there of W. Davis. He the one that did the basketball tournament every year.
Yeah.
He did basketball, matter of fact, basketball and baseball.
Yeah. And so you were a baseball coach?
Yeah, I coached baseball.
Okay.
11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I know you had Jason and Waylon
And Dexter.
and Dexter in baseball first.
Yeah.
Before scouting.
No, I did scouting first.
Oh, and scouting first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the only reason I wound up coaching baseball is because Jason was on some of the team, and I went over there to take him to practice. And the guy that was the coach at that time, he would be late with the kids, and so I started hitting around with the kids, and after a while, I wound up taking the team over. You know, matter of fact, when I got with them, they had never won a game. You know, they had never won a game, and so I got started working with them kids, and they did well. They won a game. They won. Yeah. But Dexter, Waylon, and Jason, they was on in Boy Scouts and baseball. Yeah. And like I said, then again, they go to show you, Jason played baseball, even in high school with Boy Scouts, and Waylon did football. Right. You know, in high school. Right, he did. And so Jason was in the band, and he played baseball. And still was able to commit his time to scout. Oh yes. Yeah. But then most of the boys did. Chris, my son, he played baseball. He did football in middle school. Did in the band. He was in the band. Brother Jones, he did drama. Most drama over at Madison. You know, and then went on to do a play, stage play at one point. You know, so yeah. I think what was his name? Perkins. He played basketball at Madison, didn't he? He was tall enough to. He might have. He should have if he didn't. He graduated some years before me. Okay. He should have if he did. Yeah, and then Kevin Needler, he from Madison. He professor at Texas Southern. You know, so I go to show you, like I say, Chris Prince is a school teacher. See who else? David, Perkins is a school teacher. Kevin Needle is a professor. Some other kids that came run on, and they the professors. You know, Joseph. I say Joseph. What was Joseph's name? Bruno. Went to Morehouse. Yeah. And his brother, what's his name? His brother Jackie Bruno. Jackie went to USC. You know, went off to USC. Yeah. Then his brother after them went to UT. Yeah. So they did real well. Yeah. So we got to get together. I'm calling out all of the former scouts, whether you achieved the rank of Eagle or not. If you were there in that 1221 family, we got to have a reunion, y'all. I mean, we've all got grown and got kids and have gotten careers, but let's take some time out to just reunite, get together, and I'm speaking it into existence now. It will happen. We attempted a reunion. Richard and myself were talking back and forward about it, but it never came to fruition. But I would really love that because we haven't seen each other and got to talk to each other, because when you think about it, we are still a network where we should be able to call one another and help one another out if we need, Well, it's a good thing too, because we have only lost one boy that I know of in Scouting. That was Chris Dupree. It's the only one we have lost. But at the same time, realize we all get up in age. Especially me. Especially me. So we're not getting no younger, y'all. No. So, but I think Mr. Lattimore, I think you're gonna be 65 this year. 65? Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I bet he still looks the same.
Boy, he do. He ain't changed.
Yeah.
He ain't changed.
Yeah, I'm sure he still looks the same. Well, I'm glad we was able to do this and have this conversation. If there was a message that you could give to the former members of 1221 and the boys out there that may watch this, that may be interested in scouting, if there was some last words that you can give them, what would that be?
My last word would be volunteer in your neighborhood, in your community, because our kids really need. I just want to say, some people to look up to, a person to look up to. You know, I'm not saying that I'm a person to look up to, but volunteer and give your time, especially to our kids, because we really need them.
Yeah.
You know, take them out of the streets, out of these ghettos and streets and these dope heads, dope houses, and give them a reason to live.
Yeah.
You know, give them a reason to live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because right now, most of our kids, black kids, they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
They don't have no, what I want to say, figurehead to look after. A person they can say, I want to be like that person, or I want to be greater than that person. We have something to work towards. You know, and that's what we need right now. People to get out there and help and volunteer.
Volunteer.
Yes.
And that's one of the tenements of scouting anyways, is to volunteer.
Oh yes.
And we've done so much volunteering, but it doesn't stop at Eagle Scout. We got to keep on, so.
Oh no.
That's good words for me as well, because of course I get busy with life and all of that, but I would like to find a way, even if it's not within Boy Scouts of America, because Boy Scouting has taken a turn. It's not like it used to be.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's they have taken some stances that I don't necessarily agree with, but just making your presence felt in the community in a positive way, any way that you can.
That's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
Making your presence felt.
Right.
You know, giving back.
Right.
You know, what we given to you, give it back.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And it's not just monetary, it's volunteer, it's also your time and effort.
Right.
You know.
Right. So that's what we will leave y'all with, volunteer. It's not monetary, but volunteering your time and your effort. So I'd just like to thank you, Mr. McKinney. You know I love you. I appreciate all that you did for me and my brother and my family, my mother, may she rest in peace, loved you and always thought of you in a high regard.
Well, what I like about her, she came to me and told me on her deathbed, make sure Cedric get his eagle. She was determined to make sure.
And we did. Thanks to her, and I mean, our parents really, I mean, they carried us through a lot.
Like I'm saying, I had very good parents.
Yeah.
My troop would not have been successful without the type of parents I had.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot take the credit for none of it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I mean, I had just too many parents that was out there pushing their kids and pushing me to be better.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Which is just a godsend period. Just knowing that we had those type of parents that wanted something for their kids.
Right. Right. So thank you to all the parents, all of the parents. I'll name a few. Well, we got the leaders. We got Mr. Lattimore. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Foster. Well, he was Scoutmaster with me.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Smith. Thank you, Miss Wallace.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Kirksey. Thank you. Thank you,
Miss Hickey.
Miss Hickey. Thank you, Miss Hickey. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Cisneros. Thank you.
Yeah.
And all of the parents. Miss Williams used to be the Brandon's mom.
Oh yeah.
Would come a lot. And I mean, we needed all the help that we can get.
Yeah, Miss Ford, all of
Miss
them.
Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Miss Gussie Gunn.
Miss Gunn, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Miss St. Louis. We love you. Thank you.
Yeah, we had so many of them that came through there.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I know I didn't name them all. It's so many, but charge it to my head, not my heart.
Charge it Michael. You know, I mean, I would love to try to remember the name of some of the boys and some of the leaders that came through there. I really would.
Yeah.
I'd better give shout outs to them because I had some very, very good leaders.
Yeah.
You know, that came through and it really, really helped out.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't do it without their help.
Right. Shout out to Mr. Prince and Mrs. Prince. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Mr. Prince, one time I acted a fool on the camping trip and he had to drive me home. And he lectured me all the way home. And I'm sure he remembers this because it was something about cleaning up the kitchen area.
Yeah.
And I thought I had did what I was supposed to do in the kitchen, and it was like, oh no, you still got to do this. I'm like, oh no, man, I already did my part. Like, well, look, you need to do some push-ups or something, man. You're not listening. I didn't want to do that either. So I said, you know what, man, you got to go. You got to go. And he drove me home and he said, you know, being a man is more than having a.
That's right.
That's what he said.
See, that was the purpose of me having other men there. They were able to teach you what I couldn't teach y'all. They were there to get a good advice.
Right.
You know, very good advice. You know. So because I remember one year we went to winter camp and Mr. William came up and he took off his job because we were required to have 2 leaders, even though I was there the whole week by myself until he came up. But we got to the end of that week, and when those kids got their reports on their merit badges, and they wasn't no very good one. We've been in the rain the whole week, rain and cold, and at the end of that camp, we was in the van. He stood at that van door, and boy, did he get them the blues. He gave them the blues, and I did not say a word. Here we were, sitting up there in that cold, behind around a campfire all day long. And it's raining all day and all night. We sit out there around the campfire trying to keep warm.
Yeah.
You know, and then they don't do what they didn't do what they needed to do. And he was very upset. He just didn't do. He was disappointed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yes, those are the kind of people we had.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes. So we love and thank all of y'all, the whole Troop 1221 family. We thinking about y'all. We have to reunite, all of us, the boys, the parents. We got kids now, you know, let's make it happen, y'all. So any last thing you want to say, Mr. No. That's it?
Have a good day.
That's it.
I enjoyed it.
All right, well, y'all, this has been another indie-friendly conversation. Until next time, y'all, peace.
All right, have a good day.